scale is harder today the bigger the company is because you can't maintain customer service.
You could if you're willing to spend the money for it, but large companies don't because they're pushed by shareholders to make a little more profit.
Who's the bigger company today? Like, that you still look at and say, "Wow, good for them." Big companies still maintaining customer service.
Auberge is pretty big, becoming big, but there's still attention. Rosewood are still paying attention, customers somewhat. But you see most big names that and I will not repeat the names, are becoming commodities very fast.
Do you, when you stepped away from Ritz, what year was that when you stepped away from Ritz?
Well, I have finished my work with Ritz in 2002.
2002?
Yeah.
And you went to Ritz what year?
1974. From
74 to 2002?
End of 73, yeah.
The lady that was here, she said something. She said Ritz went from in 1991 having employee turnover at around mid 50%, and then by the time it was done, it was around low 20%. That's the stats that
18%.
she's given. 18%.
18%.
Right. And
the industry was 120.
Right. I mean, it's a 365, 24/7. You guys are always open. You're never closed. What did you do to, lower retention, increase retention as much as you did?
We touched on it. We offered purpose.
Outside of that, though, what else did you do?
Yeah. In the selection, we were very careful. We had a selection system. We were very careful. And we established standards already during the interview. Because, people don't seem to get that. Most what you want, all of us, from an employee is the right behavior. But behavioral analysts working with the University of Colorado and University of Frankfurt on that, behavioral analysts will tell you behavior cannot be taught after somebody is 16 years old.
Wow.
Yeah. How? Unless there's a significant emotional event in your life.
Makes sense.
And interviewing for a job is a significant emotional event. And what we do, we just ask questions rather than establishing standards right there, behavioral standards. And said, Patrick, we have an attitude in our hotel, in our company. We are petted about it. We are very friendly to every guest. In fact, within 10 feet, we look them in the eye and say, friendly, good morning. Can you do that? What will you say? You will say yes.
Sure, yes.
And now, well, wait a minute, Patrick, I'm very serious about that. You will say yes again. I just established a new behavior in you for your benefit to be successful. Timeliness is very important to us. So I will trying to stop, but I do that, and then orientation, first day of work, which every company does wrong, period. We didn't do that. I went to the orientation. I role-played how to say hello in front of every new in every new hotel and every takeover.
Teach me.
I was the one.
Teach me. How do I say hello?
I said, okay, so you're a guest. Here's a guest coming within 10 feet. 10 feet is the essential moment, but within 10 feet, they make a decision about you as you make about them. Society lies about those things. You should look, baloney. We're human beings, we cannot help it. We make a decision about the other person. So what decision do I want you to make about us, about me? I want you to make a positive one. That's why we wear the right uniform. That's why we groom right. And that's why we look them in the eye, no matter what we're doing. With 10 feet, it's a non-negotiable. That's what we do. We look him in the eye and said, good morning, sir, or good morning, ma'am. How are you today? Now, watch me. Good morning, sir. Good morning, ma'am. How are you today? Welcome.
And you're role-playing this with them?
I role-played that. And I role-played how to talk to each other with, as employees.
How do you do that?
Well, if I walk by, we're working together and I said, first of all, do you want a good work environment?
Yes.
Oh, yes. So, okay, now, Patrick, the people in the environment are responsible for the work environment. So I want a good work environment. I walk by you and I say, good morning, Patrick, how are you today? And you may just say, but tomorrow morning I do it again. And pretty soon you will say, good morning, Horst, how are you?